Hello everyone, and welcome to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. Today's topic, we're going to ask the tarot and the oracles and the spirit animals, what is his love language? And we're going to see if we can find if there's any blocks or any advice that you might need to know about this person you're connecting with, just so you can understand them a little bit deeper, because everyone's love language is different. Everyone has different attachment styles. So instead of taking it personally, the best thing we can do is just try understand as best we can our own and the person we're connecting with. So today we'll figure out theirs, and I will be back again very soon and we'll figure out yours. I'm thinking, what is your attachment style? So comment below if you'd be interested in watching that. Okay, so take a good look, pause if you need to, and I will see you in the description below at your reading. Okay, bye. Hi Group 1. If you chose the King of Wands, then you are in the right place here today. So, firstly, the King of Wands loves to travel, explore, and to be free. He's very charismatic and commands respect. The thing is with the King of Wands, he's so up for exploration. Sometimes you feel like he is a mystery that you just keep figuring out, and when you think you do have it figured out, he pulls out another wand. So I think with the King of Wands group number 1, everything is so exciting with them, but you still feel like there's things that's hidden beneath. Yeah, you want to get your wands out, poof, and make the answer magic up. So let's see what I can do for you here today. Let's figure this King of Wands out and what their love language is. We're going to ask the tarot, what love language does the King of Wands speak? And let's hope the tarot answers our question. Okay? So tarot, let's put group 1's energy in here. Oh, let's ring our bell. Let's tap into group 1 and the person they're connecting with. Thank you. God, Jesus, angels, ancestors, and all the spirits that surround me. Please bless group number 1 at their reading here today. Thank you. So the person group 1 is connecting with, what's their language? What's their love language? Because love is all languages. You don't need to speak a certain language to understand love. Well, to understand it. I mean, we all speak it, but who understands it really? Okay, 2 jumped out. Should I take them? Should I? Shouldn't I? I think we shall. I'm going to get one more tarot for the King of Wands. What is their love language? The person group 1 is connecting with this King of Wands. Okay, so let's have a look at these 3 first of all. So this one flipped over, the King of Pentacles, which is interesting because the King of Wands, as charismatic and respected they're also very wise, money savvy, and lucrative. And the King of Pentacles over here is the most lucrative king. So I feel like not only are they energetic, mysterious, and a mystery to be unraveled, they are also very good with money. They kind of know that they need a plan. They need a way of investing it. And I feel like, yeah, they're very savvy about their ideas and their money. Okay, next one, we have the 6 of Wands. Okay. Progress, confidence, conquest, public recognition, and triumph. Realistic, solid, good character, intelligent, steady, reliable, and providing. So this is the King of Pentacles, their energy. This is the Six of Wands energy, which is also triumph, conquest. This is a very positive sign because it shows that this person wants to invest money, wants to invest time. And yeah, anything that they invest their energy into, there is a purpose for it. They want to triumph. They want to win every conquest, every battle that they start. And when it comes to relationships, I feel like they want to be that knight in shining armor. They want to be that winner, because if they don't triumph, they're going to be the loser, and they're not going to have that. No way. They're too confident to just step down and, you know, say, okay, you win. No, they're stubborn. And they're a winner. We've got a stubborn winner on our hands. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups here. Grief, loss, self-pity, despair, disappointment, disillusionment, fear of risk, and mourning. Okay. I feel like this need to win energy is because they have lost something in their life that made them give up on even wanting to win, on even wanting to improve, wanting to make money, have a good life, have a great relationship. They're in this mindset now, but it took them a while because they had to come back from this grief. They suffered a major loss in their life. This could have been a family member, this could have been an ex, this could have been a very good friend, or even, you know, a child, or some sort of loss that really made them go into the depths of despair. This isn't just losing an acquaintance or a grandparent that they never met. No, they lost something so significant in their life. The fact that they're here now in this winning, triumphant energy is something that we need to applaud them for. So let's applaud them. Group number one, the person you're connecting with, because they have come so far from something that was so horrible and something that they probably never thought they would see the other side of. So not only are they charismatic, lucrative, confident, they're also very in tune with the darkness of grief. They're very understanding to others who have gone through similar things. So they're very good at giving advice on situations that a lot of people would have no advice for, because they've been through it and they were triumphant. They triumphantly got through this despair, this grief, this loss, and they came back out with their wands. Their wands ready to keep on going. Yeah. So I'm getting kind of a magician energy too, that they can take something that could to others seem like nothing, and they can make a winning hand out of a losing hand. That's how I feel, group number one. This person can make a winning hand out of a losing hand. So let's ask the Mystic Love Oracle a little bit more context about this person and their love language. So this King of Wands energy, what's their love language? Please and thank you. Oh, can I get 2 or 3 more, please, Spirit? What is the King of Wands love language? Okay, get this in my hand. Can I get 2 more, please, Spirit? Okay, we'll let these 2 fall in these. I want one for the King of Wands. Okay. And for the 5 of Cups over here. And I got 1 more Mystic Love message. What is group number 1's person's love language? What love language do they speak, Spirit? And if we don't understand it, can we try find a way of deciphering or understanding it? Because that's what we want to do here today. We want to learn. Okay, so can I just get one final message, please? I'd like one to ideally fall on the table. Because I don't want to have to force it. Yeah, this person does not force things. See, they won't force a winning hand out of a losing hand. They won't force anything. They wouldn't even force themselves out of despair. They just have to go through it first to come out the other side. Yeah, you can't just defeat these battles by not doing anything. They have been at rock bottom, but they've come all the way back up. Okay. We have crossroad, direction. Yeah, I feel like they're very focused on their direction right now, but maybe with the crossroad, they feel like there's a decision. It can go one of two ways or possibly even 3 or 4 ways. Okay, we have marriage, sacred union. Yes. I feel like when they fully feel like financially they are stable enough, the first thing they want to do is invest that in a grand wedding, because I don't feel like your person, group number 1, they don't go small. Like, they're charismatic. They like the attention. They want to have a big blowout show off wedding with you because they see you as their sacred union. Okay, we have honesty and truth. Okay. Oh, we've got 2 here. We've got love, strong affection, and we have proposal, commitment. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So, group number 1. What I'm seeing here on the table is someone who honestly wants to be able to communicate to you their intentions with this relationship. I feel like they've already told you that a marriage is something that they're hoping for in the future. But I feel like this proposal hasn't happened yet. So I do feel like as part of their love language, not only do they want a big stop out, blowout wedding, I feel like when it comes to a proposal, as much as it would be nice to just be very intimate, I feel like they want this proposal to be remembered. They want you to remember this proposal. They want the proposal to give the energy that the marriage is going to give. So I don't see them going small for any of these things. I feel like, yeah, they are going to pull out all stops. But I feel like what has blocked these things from happening just yet is there has been a few issues with honesty and truth. Because see under here, the triumph is here. I feel like the truth triumphs and honesty is something that they've been working on. They've come out of the depths of despair, but they've also come out of it with certain things. You know, we have our red flags and our green flags. Yeah, I just feel one thing that they could improve on is truth. Not that they're a liar, group number 1, but when people are charismatic and they like the attention, they kind of know that sometimes the blunt truth, a lot of people react badly to that. Yeah, so sometimes I see them kind of just skirting their way around the truth a bit, but not that they're a flat out liar. So yeah, they're a mystery. Yeah, I feel like this has kept you confused because you know that they are a genuine soul. They've been through so much. But this mystery, it makes you wonder, what are they hiding? And this crossroads over here, I feel like when it comes to the next life steps, another reason they haven't gone forward with these 2 intentions yet is because they feel like there's a few other things that they need to work on or, you know, finish. Yeah, I feel like there's more important things right now. I feel like they've got bills to pay off, debts to pay off, and they feel like you can go one way or the other. They could invest their money in this or that, but they realize now they can't stay at the crossroads forever. Maybe they're sensing you feel a little bit of impatience and you want them to commit or quit. And with the lines here, I feel like they want to be in their brave masculine energy. And instead of being full of indecision and not knowing which way to go, they want to take your hand and let you know honestly that their intentions are to marry you. They want to propose to you. Their intention is to love you forever. They have very strong affection for you, group number 1, and they consider this relationship with you as a sacred union. So, how they show their love? I feel like they come in all guns blazing, very excited. But on the flip side of that, when the relationship isn't going so smoothly, I feel like they revert to this energy and they go back to this self-pity, this despair. Sometimes you feel like with this disappointment that they can show, sometimes you wonder, are they disappointed with me? Is it me? And no, I feel like it's still that grief. Even though they are in a more confident energy that has gotten over the bulk of this pain, this despair, I feel like when they let themselves think about whoever they lost or whatever that they lost, that they go straight back into this energy. So sometimes I feel like they try to avoid that. They use their charisma, their charm, their mystery to cover for the fact that when they let themselves think about it or really let themselves get into their emotions, that the reality is sometimes they feel in despair. They do feel sorry for themselves and they feel like that's not a very masculine energy to bring to the table. So instead of communicating about what they're disappointed about, I feel like they'd rather not. They just try get back into this energy again. But then you're wondering, well, why are they disappointed? What's wrong? Are they not being honest with me? But yeah, I feel like the truth of the matter here is even though they still struggle with this trauma, with this pain, they probably will carry it with them for the rest of their lives. But the reality is they feel like love will set them free. They feel like the strong affection with you is enough to make up for these things that they lost. Not that you can ever replace anything that you've lost, but yeah, I feel like they think this relationship is their saving grace. And right now, they're still at some sort of a crossroad, hence why they haven't actually taken the plunge just yet. But if they are being honest, this love is the one thing that has gotten them out of this feeling in the first place. So they really value you. They really love and respect you, group number 1. And I think they're just hoping that you're in the same mindset that this is what you both want, but maybe both of you have some other fish to fry, first of all, before they get down on their knees for this proposal. So let's get some animal advice cards for this relationship. Okay. So for group number 1, what is their advice for their relationship with this person on their mind? What is the advice for group number 1's relationship? Please and thank you. Can we get some spirit animal advice for group number 1's connection? Please and thank you. Can I get 1 or 2 more? Oh, well, thank you. Let's see what has been revealed. This one went first. The wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. Yeah, I feel like when they're in a bad mood, when they're in a disappointed mood, they sting with their words, with their actions. Yeah. Yeah, so even every handsome prince has its flaw. And this person's flaw is when they're in this energy, feeling sorry for themselves, they take it out on other people. They take it out on you, group number 1. But what you have to understand is not to take their disappointment personally, not to take this waspy, mean energy seriously, because this is their shadow side. This is the dark side of themselves that they haven't fully cleared or healed yet. Even though it's only briefly in their energy, it's still there. So that means when they revert to this bad mood, to this bad feeling, their stinger comes out. And sometimes their stinger is unfortunately directed towards you. Okay, what's the next animal message? The bobcat spirit. Life is a mystery. Yeah. Didn't I say that this King of Wands here, he always keeps the mystery. And as much as you love that, you kind of don't want your whole life to be a mystery. You don't want love to be a mystery. And the thing is, with someone so charismatic but still mysterious, sometimes you can wonder where you stand. But yeah, they're bringing the bobcat energy, and yeah, nobody messes with the bobcat. They are charismatic and they get what they want. They are determined. So yeah, this King of Wands is a very determined soul. And as much mystery and passion that they bring with them, the flip side of that is they can feel sorry for themselves and they can take that out on you. They can be nasty with their words, but this mystery that they keeps everybody wanting more, keeps everyone intrigued. Everyone wants to know more about the mystery of this person, group number 1. And the ant spirit. Time to collaborate. Yeah, so these two ants, I see a jigsaw puzzle here. There's actually 3 pieces. I feel like a child could be significant here. I feel like you and this person are one piece of the jigsaw each, but together, because of your collaboration, you have made another piece of the jigsaw, another piece of the family tree. And as you know, ants work so hard underground. They work together. They carry so much on their backs. Yeah, so I feel, because you both feel like you have a lot on your backs right now, this is why this crossroad energy is coming up, because even though the intention is for the relationship to go here, sometimes there's other burdens or other things we need to do or to finish first. Unfinished projects. Yeah, we just need to put all the pieces together where they're supposed to go, and that should take us in the right direction. Yeah, ants are very loyal, and the ant hive, is that what it's called? I feel like together you have already started the creation process of your own ant hive, your own family tree. But instead of just leaving one person to carry all the burdens, collaboration is important. Yeah, because it takes 2. It takes 2 to create life, to make life. So it should take 2 to sustain this life or whatever this venture is that the 2 of you have embarked on together. Yeah. Okay, I really like that. So can we get any other things we need to know about group number 1's person? What is the outcome for group number 1 and their person's relationship with this energy right here on the board? Please and thank you. I just want 1 or 2. Oh, my cat sneezed. I don't know why I thought I'd announce that. Yeah, I feel like there'll be a big announcement when this proposal and this marriage, this union becomes sacred. Yeah, this union exists, but you just want them to make an honest woman or man out of you. And you just want to make this union sacred. Okay, can I get one last message, please? We have single parent responsibilities. Yeah, I feel like, especially if there's a child involved here, right beside the ant spirit. As I said, it takes 2 to create, it takes 2 to make a child. It should take 2 to sustain a child and to be responsible for all of these decisions that we make in life, especially when it's another life. It's a big, big commitment. And I feel like, in a way, you feel like them keeping up this mystery over the course of your relationship, them being so charismatic, they love to explore, they love to travel, they've had so much that they need to see, do, get out of their system. And if this is a long-term connection that involves children, you feel like as they have been living in this energy, you have been taking on the bulk of the work. See this little ant here? They're kind of like holding up all the pieces, and this ant is kind of just, I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's levitating. So maybe you feel like with them, things have been up in the air. They've been at a crossroads for a long time. But because you feel like you haven't got this commitment or even this honesty that you've wanted in the space of in the course of this relationship, that you have felt like a single parent. And even if you do not have children, group number 1, I feel like this just represents you feel like you're this ant right here. You're the one that holds everything together, that holds this relationship together. Yeah, they might be the charismatic one. They might be the one with the charm, and that's fine. Two people do bring different energies to the relationship. But I feel like you are running out of patience of doing the bulk of the work. And even if they feel like they're at a crossroad, you want them to cut this mystery. Like, I love you. I know you too well. Stop trying to be mysterious. Just give me a break and collaborate. You don't want this intrigue or this mystery anymore, because you don't want to be left guessing, especially when it's such an important connection that is going to result in this sacred union. There's no room for mystery. Of course there is, and we all always want to keep that excitement. But what I mean is, you don't want to feel like they're still up in the air. They're still kind of sitting there, looking into space, not really caring, not thinking of too much. Just laid back. I feel like they're just being laid back, mysterious. They're at a crossroads, but maybe you feel like they're not in a hurry to make these next steps, even though they have expressed it. And even with this expression here, when the mood changes or goes sour a little bit, the strong affection can turn to waspy stings to each other, especially with your words. Because you still feel like they've gotten away with things that you haven't. You have done the bulk of the work. You feel like you don't have time to lounge around and be mysterious and see what mysteries life throws your way. No, you're working on the responsibilities. You are doing what you have to do. You want collaboration in that. And even though this person wants all of these things with you, I feel like the con of this King of Wands energy is they can be a bit too lackadaisy. So the one thing I feel like, group number 1, that maybe you just need to communicate with this person about is this commitment that's on the table that both of you seem to want. You need to tell them that, it's a green light now. You can't stay at the crossroads. So it's kind of commit or quit. Because the reality is, even if they quit, you can do it on your own anyway. You don't need them in this life to sustain yourself, to sustain everything you've built together in this relationship. You can do it yourself easily, but that doesn't mean you want to, because you love them. This is strong affection. Your heart would be broken and in despair if they just completely left your life and completely left you to hold the fort. But you feel like while you are with them in this relationship, they need to commit or quit. No more crossroads, no more mystery. You want them to just be completely honest, tell you the truth. And if this love really means to them what it means to you, then this conversation is probably long overdue, group number 1. So best of luck. I really hope this conversation goes well. This does look like a very strong relationship on the table. But of course, sometimes it is natural to feel like one person is doing more than the other. And maybe they have been exploring their ventures, figuring out what their passions are. I feel like for a while, you took a back seat and wanted them to discover themselves. But now you feel like, We're not getting any younger. Yeah, you're a King of Wands, but you know, kings have to take on responsibility. So you're not allowing them to be in this page or joker sort of energy anymore. You want that kingly energy on the table. Or else this queen don't need no king. But this queen wants her king. So this king just has to put the wand down, put down any illusions, tell the truth, help you with your responsibilities, and really commit or quit to this love. And the crossroads, yeah, we can put that behind us and focus on the future. We're going to move on swiftly, like the bobcat. So thank you very much, group number 1. Thank you for sharing your energy here with me today. Please like, please subscribe. If you have any suggestions, please write them down below, because I would love, love, love to know what you would like to see. I want to cater to my audience. So I hope to see you again very, very soon. And best of luck with this connection, group 1. God bless. Bye. Hey, group 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Knight of Pentacles, then you are here today in the right place. So quickly, let's tap in your energy. So let's tap into the energy of group number 2 and the person they're connected with. Let's find out their love language, this Knight of Pentacles here. So the Knight of Pentacles as an energy in itself is steady, loyal, and consistent. So as you can see, this knight is here on his steed, steadily plodding along. They are consistent with their effort. Even when it's hard work, they just keep going until they get the job done. They also have money in their hand. So to them, they want to be the provider in this relationship. And they feel like they would be willing to gallop anywhere as long as they could make their way back to your heart. Your heart is like they're stable. Your heart keeps them stable. It keeps them from going off with the wind. Yeah. Like you are their end goal. You're their prize. So yeah, I feel like the person you're connecting with, they're very loyal. They're very steady. They're very wise. And yeah, you kind of have a good feeling about them, group number 2. But maybe when it comes to their love language, it is something that they could use a bit of work on. So let's just find out how they love, what they do to love, and what you can do to love them in a way that, you know, they understand. And same to you, you know. Let's figure out how they love you. Group number 2. So for group number 2, this Knight of Pentacles energy they're connecting with, what is their love language? This Knight of Pentacles here, what's their love language? What is the love language for... Oh, we'll take this. Oh, the Hangman reverse. Failure to give oneself, lack of sacrifice, indecision, frustrated action. Okay, so yeah, I feel like they have all of this potential here, but maybe, yeah, when it comes to their love language, they haven't yet sacrificed whatever it is they need to sacrifice to fully give in or commit to you, okay? Maybe they haven't fully financially committed to this relationship, group number 2. Because as we can see, he still has his money in his hand, which means it hasn't actually gone anywhere. Not into this relationship just yet, okay? The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, more money. So she's holding money in her hand, just like he is. They both have a coin, a pentacle each. Okay, focus on your home, family, success, and abundance. Protective, generous, charming, intelligent, kind, truthful, and practical. And on the side here, we have stability, form, foundations to rest on. Remember I said to you, they feel like your heart is their stable, so they don't run wild, they don't go buck wild. They need that stability. They need that care, compassion, generosity. And that's you. Yeah, so I feel like as the Queen of Pentacles, group number 2, when it comes to your money, your time, your energy, you devote all of these things into your home, your family, so they can be successful and abundant. Yeah. But I feel like with the Hangman reverse coming up here, I feel like you feel that they're not investing as much, whether that be time, effort, or money, into this home, into this relationship, into this stability. Yeah, maybe you feel like the stability you give them, this comfort, peace of mind, yeah, maybe you feel like they're taking it for granted a little bit right now. Maybe you feel like they're too focused on their own journey or whatever it is, project that they're working on. They are very consistent, but maybe you feel like it's the relationship that they need to be a bit more consistent with right now, group number 2. Can we get one more tarot for this Knight of Pentacles energy? Oh, the Knight of Cups. Romantic, sensitive, indolent. Indolent. I'm actually not sure what indolent means. Sorry to sound stupid. Graceful, poetic, vain, moody, idealistic. Yeah. Yeah, so like this person is your knight in shining armor, charging in on a, what are they called? A loyal steed, a noble steed. This is a noble person with a noble steed. They have noble intentions, noble ideas. They are very sensitive, but with that sensitivity comes moodiness, comes indecision, frustrated action. And you feel like this frustration that they're feeling is rubbing off on you because what you're frustrated about mightn't be the same thing. But you feel like even though they come into this relationship steady, loyal, consistent, noble, like a knight on their horse saying, you know, let's plod along. I'll do my part. You do your part. But yet the thing is, you're in the Queen of Pentacles energy. You devote everything to this love, to this family, to this union that you've created together. You put all of your pentacles into one basket, theirs. You feel like though, with them still just showing up as the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, yeah, you feel like they're not in their King of Pentacles energy just yet. So they're giving enough consistently. Yes, it is consistent, but they're not giving what you need right now. They're not giving as much as you are. They're not giving everything. They're giving enough, but not everything. That's what it is. You feel like, why are you holding that in your hand still? Invest it into this family. Invest it into this relationship. Why are you still on this noble steed, going here, there, and everywhere, climbing all the mountains? What's the need for that? Come home. I'm here at home. I'm focusing on that. I am your stability, and you need to come home and put these horses in the stable and come sit on the throne with me. You know, elevate to your king energy, okay? Anyway, let's get a little bit more context. Okay, so group number 2, the person on their mind, what's their love language? Oh, can I get 3 more, please? Oracle, please. This person on group number 2's mind, what's their love language? Okay, we'll turn this one over. Gambling, taking a chance. But we'll keep the others as a mystery for now. Can I get 2 more, please? This Knight of Pentacles energy, what's their love language? What is their love language? Please and thank you, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, God, Jesus. And may group number 2, their divine union, and everyone that they love be blessed. May they be blessed here today at this reading and find out exactly what they needed to know. Oh no. We've got anxiety and worry. So someone is having a bit of anxiety right now. Someone's a little bit worried about something. Maybe you're worried that you've given them lots of time to elevate into this King of Pentacles energy. And they still haven't materialized as a king. They're still showing up as a knight. Which is, they're great, but they don't rule the kingdom. You have a kingdom here. You've invested everything into this kingdom. But you don't want to run the kingdom yourself. You want them to step up into that responsibility energy. Yeah. You want them to just be more consistent in terms of this relationship. So you don't feel like you have to be strong all the time. Yeah, because I feel like your anxiety and worry does get to you. You're worried that they're not growing up yet. Yeah, you're worried that they just talk. They're all talk and no action. And it gives you anxiety because this is a kingdom you have created together. This is something that you want more than anything. And you are worried that maybe there's a reason they won't get off their horse yet and totally, put it in the stable, put it away. Yeah, why won't they be at home? Shapeshifter mimicking. Okay. And for the last one here, we have secret admirer, timid. Okay. I feel like group number 2, this person you're connecting with, they are given this indecisive, frustrated, kind of hangman reverse energy because they feel like maybe fully committing or investing all of their coins into this relationship is taking a chance. It's a gamble. And right now they're undecided as to whether they want to make this gamble or not. Because as we see here, lack of sacrifice, failure to give of oneself. Yeah, there's something stopping them. And yeah, they feel like if they put everything into this relationship, they might come out of it empty-handed, an empty heart too. So that's why they're still holding this in their hand. This is indecision. I have this to give, but I'm still not sure if I'm ready to give it. Immaturity. Yeah, group number 2, this person is very, very immature. Maybe they actually do gamble as well, and you feel like they're putting money into frivolous things rather than putting it into your kingdom, your home, your stability together. With shapeshifter mimicking coming here on top of the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like they're they think what you want is for them to mimic you, to do the exact same thing that you're doing. But I don't think what they're getting is there's a duality here. So what the queen does, or what the queen lacks, the king makes up for. What the king lacks, the queen makes up for. If they were to just copy whatever you do, there's no need because you've already done it. You don't want them to do the work you're doing. You want them to do their work. Yeah, I feel like they feel like you're trying to shift their shape to mold them into being this responsible king energy that you need. And they're kind of fighting back against that immaturely, like a toddler that doesn't want to get dressed. They're like, no, you can't make me. And they feel like, yeah, you're trying to make them commit or invest in something that they feel like, well, you're doing it anyway. Why do I have to do it? And that's making you feel like, well, why are you being a snake about this? Are you trying to slither away from your responsibilities? Look at me. I've been here the whole time. I never leave my responsibilities. Yeah, I feel like even when you're not being responsible per se, your mind is still on your home, on your successes. You're so generous. You're so kind and giving that it's actually very hard for you to fully just think about yourself. Yeah, and I feel like this immature and selfish energy that you sometimes get off this connection group number 2, it does contrast with you, because you are ever kind, ever generous, and you protect your kingdom, you protect your family and your home. And even though this Knight energy here has come in all guns blazing, full of promises, you know, with lots of cups to give you, lots of money in their hands, you still feel like, yeah, but when are you actually going to do the hard stuff? All this is easy and great, but, you know, talk the talk. When are you going to walk the walk and elevate your energy to fit mine? Okay? For secret admirer, timid. Yeah. See, the Knight of Pentacles is not what I would call timid. I feel like this is more... I feel like you're more of the timid one here, group number 2. Yeah. You are the one... You're like the creator. The one who stays at home, behind the scenes. You do the hard work. The work that people don't appreciate lots of the time. And you feel like you don't need that validation from everyone else, from society. But you do want it from them. You know, you are gently generous. You don't make a big thing of it, you know. It's because you do it for the right reasons. You're not doing it for your ego. You're doing it because this is your kingdom. You love your kingdom. You love your family. And all you want to do is protect them and be there for them. And this person sees how dedicated you are to the fruits of this family tree that you've made together, group number 2. But yeah, I feel like they, in their mind, you're kind of going to be in this timid energy. Yeah, I feel like they feel like you don't call them out enough. And when you do, when you stop being timid and you stop keeping it a secret, you know, your frustrations, I mean, they get frustrated action. But the thing is, you're frustrated by their lack of action. That's the problem. So when you kind of let them know these secret thoughts, you know, and you stop being so timid, I feel like they kind of accuse you of trying to mold them, trying to tell them what to do, when in reality, that's not the case. But them behaving like they're knights out to get their fill of the world, still with lots of things to explore, you feel like, well, why? We have a kingdom. You know, what is there left to explore? Come back home. Come back to the stable. You know, your heart is their stable. But that doesn't mean that they want to tie the horse up just yet. But this is giving you anxiety and you're worried. Like, are they all talk? Or are they going to start walking the walk? Yeah, because these two knights, they're on horses. They're not actually walking the walk, group number 2. And because of this, you are anxious. You're worried. And you're wondering, you know, are they even all that they say they are? Because, yeah, they say they want this. They say they want to invest love, time, energy, effort into this kingdom, into this love. But is that true? Are they just saying that to make me happy? Are they just saying that to shut me up? The reality is, for some reason or another, group number 2, they still feel like this is a gamble. They feel like it's a gamble or it's a chance that they're not ready to take because they're not fully ready to give themselves fully. I wonder why. I feel like you have given not only yourself fully, you've given everything. Why are they so undecided? Lack of sacrifice. I don't think they want to sacrifice their vices. Their vices could be gambling. Their vices could be drinking. Their vices could be things like exploring, you know, traveling. Which, I mean, as great as travel is, you know, you feel like when there's work and maintenance to do at home, that they shouldn't always be focusing on where they're traveling to next. You want them to focus on home. And they're just galloping off on their horse, and you're worried, you're anxious and frustrated, thinking, well, maybe they don't want this, maybe they don't want me, maybe they don't want this kingdom that we've built together. But the reality is, yeah, you feel like at the moment you're the only one who's been maintaining this kingdom, because they're stuck being the operative word in the hangman reverse energy. And for some reason, they feel like it's a risk to fully give everything to this connection. Because really, I feel like they feel like, I'm not ready to be, they don't want a ball and chain just yet. They don't want an anchor. And I don't mean to tell you, group number 2, that you're an anchor. But what I mean is they don't want to be anchored to the one spot. They don't want to have to ask permission before they do anything or make any decisions for themselves. Yeah. I feel like the reason they're so reluctant is because they are reluctant to give someone a say over their independence. Yeah, they love exploring, and they are very romantic and sensitive, and to you, all this frustration is worth it, because when they're good, they're really, really good. But when they're bad, they're vain, moody, idealistic. Oh yeah, we'll do this, we'll do all that. You're like, well, yeah, we'll start investing in your kingdom then. Stop talking, start walking, get off that horse. Yeah, it frustrates you. It really does frustrate you. Sometimes I feel like all this worry and stuff, you've kept it to yourself as a secret, and you were very timid about it. You kind of wanted them to just do it themselves. I feel like you didn't want to have to tell them, come home, tie up the horse and, come and be with me. And we don't have to do anything or explore. Let's just be together. And I feel like they are still, in their mind, it's a risk to totally just commit to one thing, because they feel like they're going to be, they don't want to be someone else's bitch. I feel like they feel if they gave into your will and let you boss them around like the queen that you are, they would be your bitch. And they don't really want to be your bitch. But at the end of the day, they're not being a king either. They're both, they're a double knight energy. Which means, yeah, you're here. You bring something to the table, but they're not bringing the goods to the table. They're bringing the idea of the goods. Oh, I'm going to invest all this money. I'm going to invest all this love. I'm going to invest all this energy into this kingdom. But then when you kind of give them some suggestions, they're like, well, stop telling me what to do. Why are you trying to tell me what to do? I'm my own person. And then, yeah, to them, it's just too much of a risk to give up their control to you. They would prefer you kept these things to yourself and, you were a timid little mouse all the time that never raised your voice. But the reality is, if they can come in with this confidence energy, it's like unwarranted confidence. What are you confident about? You can't even maintain the kingdom that you created with me. So yeah, I kind of see you saying, well, if you're not going to work with me, then you're working against me. And a queen does not want any enemies within her kingdom with her. So yeah, if you're not my partner, if you don't have my back, you're on my back like a horse. Yeah. You feel like you're the workhorse and they're just along for the ride and they keep their aces in their hands. They don't play their cards. Yeah, so they feel like fully committing to this relationship is playing their cards, putting all their cards down on the table. And for them, yeah, cards. Yeah, for them, they don't want to. They don't want to show their hand because they want to still have, options. They still want to be able to gallop into the sunset if they want, when and whenever they want. But you need some stability, rules, regulations, boundaries. With them, they feel like boundaries is a chance. It's a risk because you might tell them, no, you can't do that. And to them, being told no, that they can't, Yeah, I feel like it upsets them being told no. Yeah, they're kind of toddler-like in that way, that when you tell them no and kind of tell them what time it is, they might gallop off in a huff. And they'll take their coins, they'll take their cups with them. They'll gallop back because this kingdom is the dream. Like, this kingdom is the goal. They already have the goal, but they're not... Yeah, they haven't anchored themselves to this goal yet. Because to them, that's a bad thing, but to you, it's stability. Yeah, and to them, you are their stability. But when you try let them know the realities of the responsibilities of the stability, yeah, I feel like they act like a petulant, spoiled toddler when you let them know what time it is. Okay, so interesting. Oh. Shaky. Yeah, group 2. I feel like this is a bit of a shaky energy right now. So, let's try stabilize this shaky energy. Because like I said, group 2, they see you as their stability. You are a very stable person. You just want that match. You want that returned. We have the dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. Because I did say they are the Knight of Pentacles is loyal, steady, consistent. Yeah, the dog spirit is just confirming to us that they are loyal. And when they love you, they love you. Like, yeah, to them, you're their owner. But they don't want to be your bitch. Maybe they want you to be their bitch. They want to be top dog. But yeah, they're like, they love you in a way a dog loves their owner, that, you know, they love you until you call them out. And then when you do call them out, that's when they might growl or go off by themselves, you know. But yeah, there is loyalty here, at least. Even though they're so immature, at least they're loyally immature. They're loyal to being immature. We have the beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation. Yeah, you're the stability. You are the queen of the kingdom. Yes. And can I get one final spirit animal message for group number 2 here today? Please and thank you. What would be the Swan Spirit? Time for a deep dive. So you want to take a deeper look at this connection, a closer look, a deep dive into this relationship. Because you know, if there's cracks in the foundations, that it's not going to be a sustainable kingdom. You want to lay the solid foundation, the groundwork. I feel like you have been doing the groundwork. You've been doing the hard work. You've been investing the time, the energy, and the money. And you are all about your home and your foundations, because no matter what you build, it's all going to crash and burn if you don't have solid foundations. Yeah, so you're the one who's focusing on the deep things. Yeah, I feel, look, take it as you will. I feel like you think a lot deeper. That's your role in the relationship. You know, they're more of a get up and go-getter. You know, they bring the charisma. They make money, great. But with you kind of know what to do with these resources. Whereas with them, they can bring as much resources as they want, but they don't necessarily invest the resources that they have in the best way. Even their time, yeah. They could be a bit of a time waster sometimes. But with the dog spirit, as frustrating as they can be, as frustrated as you get with them, and this frustrated action, it's like a bond between a dog and its owner. You know, it's a love like no other. And a dog will never be disloyal to you. Yeah, I mean, they don't want to be treated like your bitch, but they are loyal to you like a dog. You might feel like you want that, or they want you to be their bitch, But the reality is, the Queen of Pentacles is nobody's bitch. Nobody's bitch. You are the divine feminine. You are not nobody's bitch. They're still in their night energy, but they're loyal. They're loyal. They're just not mature enough yet to be as deep and as resourceful as you are. They can learn. This knight does have the money in his hand, but he's just not using it as resourcefully as the Queen of Pentacles over here is. Yous both come with the same intentions. The difference is you're doing it and they're still saying it. So yeah, time for a deep dive. I see a deep conversation coming about the foundations of this relationship, about what both of you is investing into the relationship and into each other. And if they accuse you of trying to control them, well then I think it just shows that they're still in their night energy. They're being a petulant, spoiled child about it. And if that's the case, maybe it's time for the swan song on this relationship, because I feel like you've given them apt time to change their energy. I see you telling them, it's time to rein it in, and commit and put as much into this relationship as I am. And they might say, oh, well, I'm putting money into it. And no, I want you to put everything into it. There's a difference. You put everything into it. Maybe they put some love, some money into it, but it's not everything. Yeah, so I feel like these are going to have a deep conversation coming up in the future. But if it doesn't go well and if they retain this energy, the swan song is like a swan's final song before it dies. I don't see you wanting to let this relationship die, because both of you are so loyal to each other, this love, this kingdom. But that, as I said, if there's cracks in the foundations, then it's all going to crash and burn anyway. And you're just letting them know that there's still a lot of groundwork to do, that, you are the stability of their heart, but they need to put these, their childish ways behind them. They need to rein that in, and they need to be more mature. Then the knights will turn into a king. That king that you deserve, the king that will match your energy. You just want your energy matched. It's not a risk. But maybe to them, they feel like they're still a risk. Maybe they don't trust themselves to be as responsible as a king just yet. But that just means they've been getting away with being childish and immature for too long. Yeah, dogs need to be trained. You need to train this dog a bit more. Group number 2. If they say, well, you can't train me, I'm not your bitch. Just say that a bitch is not always a bad thing. Because I see your bitch energy coming out if they don't listen to you. Yeah. You just want to be heard. And the beaver spirit lay a solid foundation. You just want this kingdom to last. You are the sustainable one, group number 2. You have been sustaining so much, and you just want them to give back. A foundation to rest on, stability. This is all you desire. And I feel like they are loyal. They do come in with good intentions, but their fears have held them back. And their immaturity has not improved, it seems, for a while. So they need a wake-up call. They need to be told what time it is. They need to rein in, put their horses back in their stables and come home to their queen and match their energy. So group number 2, I am rooting for you and this connection. And please comment below. Let me know if you resonated. Please like, subscribe, share. If you have any suggestions, pick a card readings, anything that you'd like, tell me down below and I will manifest that. And I hope you enjoyed your reading. God bless you. God bless this connection, group 2. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye. Hi, group number 3. If you chose the King of Cups, then you are here in the right place today. Welcome to your reading. So first, a little context of the King of Cups. The King of Cups is the master of emotions. He is a great problem solver, and he's also very reliable, dependable, and sensitive. So as you can see in the picture here, this King of Cups here has that pestle and mortar, which is kind of like grinding up herbs or, making something out of something else, making something new. So I feel like even if you come to them with a problem, their solution sometimes can be even greater than the problem itself. Does that make sense? They can make something great out of a bad thing. So yeah, group number 3, I see you and this king that you are connecting with. Both of you being very emotionally intelligent. And this King of Cups energy here is a great problem solver. So someone that people go to in a crisis because they keep their calm, they keep their cool, they bring that kingly energy and people trust their advice. Okay, so now that we know a little bit about them, group number 3, and what a catch they are, let's find out what their love language is. So spirit, angels, ancestors, God, Jesus, please bless group number 3 and their connection here today. Oh, let's clear the old energy and bring in group number 3's energy and the person they're connecting with. Let's find out. So let's get a little bit of context on this King of Cups here, group number 3. My cards aren't really being my friend today. They're just jumping out. I'm going to have my work cut out for me. Yeah, I feel like you have your work cut out for you with this person, group number 3. Temperance reversed, discord, disunion, conflict of interest, impatience, and instability. What's that all about? Can you tell us, Spirit? Why is this King of Cups here? Why is their love language discord? Do they like arguing? The King of Cups reversed. What? Lack of emotional intelligence, lack of control, mercilessness, shifty in dealings, and coldness. Let me get 2 more here, group number 3. I'm confusing myself here. King of Wands. Use the dynamic energy to be a leader. Why? There's so many kings. King of Wands, King of Cups, twice. Okay. So we've got the King of Cups upright and reversed. Group number 3, I feel like you think this person is Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah. They're a genius. They're great. The best of the best when they're the best. When they're the worst, I feel like you don't even know the depths they could go to. Feel like you're dangerously in love with this person, group number 3. You feel like they're so competent, capable, but also cold. There's a coldness to this person. Maybe that keeps you trying to get warmth from them because this coldness that they can give off, it really disarms you a bit. So we've got the Magician reversed. Insecure, ineptitude, weakness of will, illusion, manipulation. Okay, so the King of Wands upright, like we said, he is successful, swift. He's powerful, he's a leader, he has lots of courage. But also, if we turn this to the side here, this is also energy of the unexpected, conflict and movement. Group number 3, this person that you're thinking about, and I'm going to just say it's a masculine because this is very, very masculine on the table. We don't have, other than temperance, which is kind of like a balance, which is reversed. They've no balance. So yeah, they They're not in tune with their feminine energy. This is all masculine, alpha, dominating, domineering. Okay? And sorry, so this is like shifty in dealings and coldness. Like I said, their coldness can trouble you sometimes. Lack of emotional intelligence. So when I said at the start that both of you were very emotionally intelligent, I feel like that is true. I feel like you use it in different ways. You use it in the way of you try to understand your own emotions, their emotions, and you try to figure out how to make these emotions work in tandem to make everyone happy. I feel like they are they're very emotionally intelligent. Some might say too, because they know how to manipulate a situation to a T. They know how to manipulate you to a T, group number 3. They can be so cold. They go hot and cold. And this is also like a form of manipulation to keep someone hanging on. It's the old treat them mean, keep them keen. With temperance reversed, yeah, they're not giving you that stability. The masculine and the feminine energies aren't balancing or evening each other out. And yeah, conflict of interest. That is what's leading to this conflict of interest. Because you thought you were both on the same level emotionally, you know, you both have the same depth, and you do, because this King of Cups is sitting in water. You know, he could get into his emotions if he wants to, but the difference is he exploits his emotions. You know, he can make magic with this, but he can also crush your heart and your soul with this. So I think it depends on the day with this person, group number 3. Yeah, disunion. Yeah, so maybe right now the relationship isn't going as the smoothest it's ever gone, but you are hoping that you can work in tandem once again, once you figure out what the issue is. I mean, is the way that this person shows love with anger, disunity, fighting? It doesn't really make sense for that to be a love language, but people surprise you. Some people love winding other people up, and for them it's part of their love language. And a lot of people can't understand, well, why would you try annoy someone and upset them in order to show them that you love them? But some people are just like that, you know, and it can be hard to deal with energies like that sometimes. Okay, temperance reverse, but really through all this discord, they just want safety and comfort. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Can I get a few more? I want 4 more keywords or messages about the person group number 3 is connecting with. What's with this energy on the table? What's with them? What's their love language? But what's with them as well? What's with their love language? What's going on? Please and thank you. We'll find out. We'll stubbornly persist until we get the answers we are seeking. Yeah, I see you holding on stubbornly to them even when they treat you cold. Okay, I'm not... Oh! No, too many fell. Too many fell. No, Spirit. I am giving out to, myself, to Spirit. You're giving out to them. There's arguments, discord, disunion, not working together in tandem. Please work with me in tandem, Spirit. I want 4 more messages, please, and thank you. For group number 3 and this King of Cups they're connecting with. What is the King of Cups' love language? And why is he reversed? Why is he pulling hot and cold so much? What's up? Oh, okay. Okay. For group number 3, please and thank you. Can I get 3 more cards? Thank you. 2 more cards for group number 3's person. Ooh, okay. It took a while, but we got there. Okay, so where should I put everything? Silence, no contact. So they can go from love bombing to being silent. That's part of that manipulative control, coercive control, addiction, unhealthy attachment. This person you're connecting with, you or maybe both of yous in this connection have some addictions. That could be to each other, substances, both, everything. Some people just have addictive personalities. So whatever it is they do, they will become addicted to it. I feel like whatever this addiction is, whether it's just one of yous or both of yous, this is a big reason for all of this discord here on the table, addiction. Okay? Because really we just want safety and comfort. People try to use addiction to make them feel like that, but it's a false feeling. It goes away. And it actually doesn't bring comfort and stability. We have party, having fun. It did come upside down. I think I might leave it like this, to be honest. Ooh. I might leave it like this. We've got sex, good time. Yeah. Group number 3. I feel like for some reason, one reason or another, this masculine is fighting against the duality, the temperance, the sacred and divine, masculine and feminine working together. 2 sides of the scale, 2 sides of the coin, temperance reversed. They're not willing to do their part. Yeah. And they would rather be silent and have no contact than be forced into a connection that they feel like they're not ready for. They feel like there's disunion and instability in this relationship. But for some reason, the safety and comfort that they're seeking right now, they're not finding it, because right now they're being silent. They're not being in contact with you, or maybe you just feel like they're not in contact with their emotions and they're silent about their true feelings. You feel like they want this safety and comfort, but you also know that more so than safety and comfort, they want their pleasures, their addictions. And these addictions might involve you. But I feel like if this is a separate addiction, marijuana could be significant, because that kind of looks like a weed leaf. But yeah, maybe this addiction, this is something that brought you together, but now it could be tearing you apart. Or if it's something that they indulge in alone or with their friends, yeah, you feel like that is tearing the relationship apart, because they're putting their addictions first before you, before their safety, their comfort, before yours. They're being addictive. And when whatever it is, this addiction, this vice that they indulge in, they're silent about it. They don't broadcast it. They don't tell you, especially if they know you don't approve. So this could be them secretly indulging in an addiction behind your back. Now the party, having fun, is upside down. Yeah, so I feel like what started as fun and a party, it feels like the party's over now. Yeah, it's all great fun until you end up on the floor, passed out, till you end up addicted and stuck with unhealthy attachments. It's all fun and games until you end up completely cutting each other off. Okay, what was once a party, this relationship, these things that he's bonded over, is now an anti-party. It's like, what's the opposite of a party? A pity party? Yeah, instead of a fun party, this relationship is feeling to you like a pity party. Yeah, you feel like maybe they're too busy pitying themselves and manipulating. And yeah, I mean, look, the Magician reversed. Weakness of will. See right here? Weakness of will and illusions. Yeah, so they're weak to their addictions, but you are under the illusion that maybe they're not a slave to their addictions anymore, but they just don't tell you about it when they do indulge, because they still see it as having a party, but to you, these addictions could result in the end of the relationship. They still want to be free to do their thing and to have fun in whatever way they choose to have fun. But the need to manipulate you about this fun is something that you both have to consider. If you can't be honest with each other, even about the hard things, the not so pretty things like addiction, discord, disunity, you won't be able to come back into unity on lies. You know, when this feels like a pity party instead of a party, you both are going to end up wanting to leave at some point, unless this party starts up again or improves. Sex, good time. Yeah. I feel like right now, the only thing they're bringing to the table is fun things like vices. They're bringing vices to the table. They're bringing sex to the table. But see, this woman here has her eyes covered, blindfolded. Yeah, they want you blindfolded and not seeing the reality that they want to still live in their addiction. They don't want to completely let you know everything about them. They're reluctant to give up a certain addiction. And if they know that you don't approve of this addiction, it's something that they're keeping quiet about. Not that they're not doing this addiction, but they just don't want you to know that they are. Okay, yeah, because I mean, the magician reversed, he's a weak man. He's given in to the devil, into temptation. The magician, the right way, knows that he is the master of his own destiny. He can create anything. In the magician reverse, they're not creating because they're too busy being a slave to their addiction. Yeah, you feel like they should be creating with you. You should have this temperance, this balance. It's upside down. You know, this unity, these are supposed to even each other out, but right now, no, these aren't even on the scale right now. Yeah, maybe when you find out what this addiction is, you might feel like it's off the wall, off the scales. Yeah, maybe you didn't expect it to be this specifically. Okay, there's like a genre, plenty of genre of addictions. I mean, humanity, we could be addicted to anything and everything. And yeah, some people do have addictive personalities, so that is always more of a risk to people with these personalities, because it's like Pringles, once you pop, you can't stop. And especially when you've got a weakness of will, the only way you can stop is by flipping that over and being in control, you know, of your own will, bending your will to what you want and not allowing temptations to break your will. Okay, see, on back of the deck we have the cat spirit. Claim your independence. Yeah, they're being a very they're really in their independent energy, but they can also be shady. Where was this? Shifty in dealings. Yeah, I mean, you see cats when they've done something wrong, they're very shifty. You always know when a cat's done something wrong. They're very independent, but they don't like getting caught out. They don't like being disciplined. They don't like being told what to do. This person, group number 3, is like a cat. They want to go off, do their own thing, you know, but they still want to have a home to come back to. But yeah, that's the thing. You can't kind of live the stray life unless you want to be a stray. Yeah, so they're definitely emulating this cat energy, group number 3. They like to be independent. They like to do their own thing. They do not like getting disciplined. And if they're caught doing something wrong, they'll just look at you. They'll look guilty, but they kind of, they're challenging. They will challenge you if you challenge them. And if you piss them off, group number 3, they will be silent. They'll have no contact. They'll hold a grudge until they miss you again, because you are another addiction to them, but by no means their only addiction. Maybe they're also addicted to partying. They could also have a sex addiction. They could be like a unneutered stray cat going around, and all you want is for them to settle at home and to appreciate being at home with you. You want them domesticated, and they want to have addictions, have sex, have parties, do their own thing, not answer to nobody. Yeah. And I don't mean to look at the cat in a bad light, but they definitely are coming with some stray energy. Definitely. They want to be where the fun is until the party's over and someone's on the floor. Yeah. They want to keep you blinded to certain addictions they may have, because for you it might be too much to deal with. I don't see these as being light addictions. Whatever it is, they're heavily addicted. And like I said, they are addicted to you. They're addicted to love. But, you know, you can also be addicted to sex. And we want a loyal cat. We don't want a stray one. Ooh. We've got the buffalo spirit. The abundant universe will provide. Yeah. You will be rewarded for your patience, group number 3. And maybe your reward could be this person straying out of your life and staying the fuck out. Okay, can we get one more spirit animal, please? Ooh, and thank you. Ooh. Okay, wasp spirit. Sometimes life stings. Yeah. I see a hurting when you find out what this addiction is. It's gonna hurt your heart. You might feel like they've taken your heart and they've crushed it up in their pestle and mortar and they've smoked it up. Yeah, and then they've just gone silent. You know, this safety and comfort that you got from this relationship, yeah, you feel like it's ending on a sting note, on a bum note, because these addictions are getting in the way of this person's loyalty. I mean, their addictions are even getting in the way of them making their own magic, making their own reality. Yeah. They're too independent for their own good. The reality is we can indulge in plenty of things with a partner, whether that be addiction, sex, partying. There are also things you can do solo. Now, they mightn't be as fun solo, but some people are addicted to just being alone and taking their comfort and their pleasure in the privacy of their own homes, their own rooms. Yeah, I see this person, if they're not addicted to sex specifically, they're either addicted to masturbation or they're addicted to porn. And it's not something that's an easy matter to talk about, because things that seem harmless at first can develop into very, very harmful addictions, and it can warp people's brains. So then the real thing is not enough to satisfy them, and that's when stuff gets dangerous. You're dangerously in love with this person, group number 3, like I said earlier, but this person isn't ready to be a domesticated kitty cat just yet. They still crave their freedom because they want to have a good time. They don't care about their unhealthy attachments. The thing is, if they were to fully attach themselves onto you, any demons that they bring in, those demons also attach themselves to you. So this is actually a blessing in disguise, group number 3. They have to slay their demons before you'll even allow them into your house fully to domesticate them. Yeah, they say don't let demons into your house. It's like, do they knock? I think they do knock. No, that's what it is. Like, you have to invite them in. Yeah. There's going to be a knock at your door unexpectedly at some point, group number 3. Please come back and confirm that for me. And do we have any final closing messages for group number 3? Yeah, this is unstable, just like my holder for my phone. Yeah, banging heads. I feel like you just keep banging heads, you know, not in agreement, disunity, banging heads together, yeah. And then they're cold and shifty. I mean, strays are so shifty. 100%. They're very, very shifty. All right, so this King of Wands is... No. Yeah. Was I reading this wrong? No. No, okay. Sorry, no. I was so confused. I'm so sorry. I feel you being so confused right now, group number 3. I mean, I've just confused myself here because I'm like, wait, but which king is it? They're bringing so many different energies to the table. The King of Wands, the King of Cups reversed, then he's the King of Cups. So all the good parts of the king, then all the bad parts, you know, controlling, cold, merciless, you know, no mercy with his words. Yeah, I mean, and as courageous as they are, this says will, but then the Magician reverse says weakness of will. They're hot and cold. They don't know what they are. They don't know what they want. They don't know whether they want to be domesticated or to live on their own. Yeah, maybe they want to have their cake and eat it. And it's just a stinging realization for you to realize that you've put so much love, affection, and attention into this love, into this person's heart, group number 3. But maybe you've just given them access to sting your heart if this isn't the right king for you. But look, maybe they could redeem themselves because there is so many different energies. They just flip. I mean, who knows what they could do tomorrow? They're unpredictable, unexpected. They might do something unexpected, but, you know, unless they prove that their love language is all for you, that you're the only one who hears this love language, well then, yeah, it's all talk. Maybe you worry that you're not the only person who hears or sees their love language. Okay. I don't know why that came to me there. Ooh. We have crossroads, direction. They don't know which way to go. They don't know whether they want to commit or quit. They be domesticated or be astray. Okay. They're really not sure. Like, they don't want to have to choose. I think they want to stay at this crossroads because it's, for them, it's comfortable being at the crossroads because then they don't have to fully decide anything. I feel like they're not fully ready to make any deciding factors. Lies, keeping secrets. Yeah. Maybe they're lying. Maybe they have a choice to make between a few different parts of their life. This could be a choice between people. And maybe when it comes to this decision, you might feel stung. But you are saving yourself from future lies and deception. This is like a really creepy looking mask here. As I said, you are dangerously in love with them. So this kind of looks like a scene from a horror movie. Yeah. This might end very messily, group 3. But I feel like it'll be for your own good so you can claim your independence like the cat spirit. You're just gonna do what they're doing, but at least when you do that, you'll be single. And you won't be stringing anyone along. Yeah, I feel like you feel like they stringed you along a little bit, group number 3. Whoa! Oh my God. Did you see that? What is this? Single parent responsibilities.
Yeah, even if you're not a parent, group number 3, I feel like you are left with the responsibilities of this relationship, intuition, inner knowing. Yeah, I mean, this is all just confirming what your intuition has been telling you, that they're not fully loyal. I mean, I'm a cat person, but if you're going to compare cats to dogs in terms of loyalty, the cats would not win in the loyalty department, that's for sure. They'll go where they're fed. They will go where their addictions are fed also. And this cat and this addiction needs feeding. But I do see you healing and releasing. This jumped out to the side. Healing and releasing this toxic attachment that you had to this person. Yeah. And claiming your independence. Yeah, so they can go their own way. You can go your own way. Yeah, so they can go their own way. You can go your own way. I see it telling them that. They can get their supply elsewhere. And, sometimes even there's a thing called narcissistic supply. So, a narcissist will keep on dealing with you even because you keep on giving them energy. Like, their supply is your energy. I see you cutting off your supply of energy towards them, and I see them going to find it elsewhere because they go where they're fed. They don't go what's best or who gives the best quality of care or food, because of course group number 3, you give the best quality care. I see you being a good cook too, working on your cooking skills. Yeah, cooking to impress. But not them. You're not feeding them. This is just for yourself. Eat well, or what is it? Eat in good company. Even if that means eating alone and independently. You're telling them to go get fed elsewhere so you can completely focus on your self-love, on your independence. They can get out of here with their addictions because you have responsibilities. You've been a lot more responsible in this relationship. But yeah, this is just given very childish energy. And I feel like underneath it all, when it comes to this person, their addictions, their problems, the way they take it out on you and act so hot and cold, you knew there was a reason for it. You knew there was lies, but I don't think you specifically knew what they were. You kind of knew they were at a crossroad, not making a decision, but you weren't sure what it was they weren't making the decision about. But yeah, you trust your intuition. You're going your own way, claiming your independence. Because single parents, if you are a single parent, group number 3, they are nothing but independent. And if anything, it helps teach their children to grow up and be independent and not fully dependent on a partner or, someone else in the household to look after you, because you can do that yourself. Cats look after themselves. The thing that I prefer about cats and dogs is cats can look after themselves. Dogs are too needy, for me anyway. Dog lovers, don't get all up in arms. I just don't like the neediness of it. I do love the independence. They do give you attention when they want. They get food whenever they want. They're not very needy, so you mightn't always feel very needed with a cat. Because the reality is they don't need you. So yeah, you're leaving them to their stray energy, but you are a domesticated cat and you don't need anyone because you are the queen, the king of your own castle. And that means any strays or rats have to be taken out, pest control. Yeah, I see you doing pest control of your life, group number 3, using your intuition. And anyone who is weak-willed people do not fit in to your kingdom right here, group number 3, because there's too much at stake. You have not only a kingdom, but you have little dependents. And even if your dependents are animals and not children, the fact of the matter is animals can be like they're like children. So you can be a single pet parent too. Maybe you've got an animal together and they've just left and, you know, it's left to you, that's okay. Because the animal's going to love you better. That's the reality. Let them go out, let them party, let them go and indulge in whatever addictions they want. But you're healing and releasing. So it might sting now, but it's kind of like chamomile for your heart. So they gave you a big wasp sting right in the middle of your heart. But I see you taking out the chamomile and dabbing it on your heart. And with a little help from your friends, your family, pets, children, you will get through it. You don't need them. You're going to heal and release. And I'd like to say the same for them. I'd like to see them heal and release their addictions. But I'm just speaking for you. Them, they have to stay in this energy. You have to know the abundant universe will provide whatever you need. This King of Cups, you don't need him. You don't need him. Let him stay where he is if he's not showing up. Showing up and showing out, or don't show up at all. That's the energy I'm getting here with you today. But you've shown up. Thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment. And yeah, there'll be plenty more pick a card readings to come. Make any suggestions and I will manifest that for you, group number 3. And thank you for being here with me today. And I look forward to sharing energy again with you in the future. Mwah. God bless you. Bye. Last but not least, we have group number 4, the King of Swords. So if you chose the King of Swords, I feel like the person on your mind represents the master of your mind, the master of your feelings, the master of your heart. And whenever you challenge him, he is unflinching. So he's not good to have an argument with, because when it comes to a battle of wills or a battle of wits, he's got his swords out. He's very thoughtful. So he always has a thoughtful approach. He's a winner. And also he represents final outcomes. So maybe you feel like this relationship, you're seeking what the final outcome of this is going to be. But they can also be very manipulative. As he is the master of the mind, he can also be a master of the mind games. So I see you taking the good with the bad, because duality, one doesn't come without the other. He can make your heart feel like it's about to jump right out of your chest, but he can also make you feel probably worse and more insecure than anyone has ever made you feel before. That is how powerful they are. That's how smart they are. And sometimes they use it to their advantage, but sometimes they use it to exploit and get what they want. Sometimes they use it to take advantage of others, which is not what we want. We don't want to be taken advantage of. We just want to know what's his love language. So let's actually bring in your energy before I forget group 4. Let's bring in the energy of group number 4 and the person they're connecting with today. Please and thank you. Right, so let's get into it. So group number 4's person, the King of Swords specifically, what is their love language? What love language does the King of Swords speak? Is it direct? Is it obvious? Okay, this jumped out. The 2 of Cups reversed. Imbalance, tension, folly, waste, dissipation, disunion, silly action, rejection, or separation. Okay. So, yeah, maybe when they're being a master manipulator, a master of mind games, they make you feel like you're silly for even feeling the coldness and the tension that he brings. Yeah. I feel like in a way he can dissipate your self-confidence. Definitely. Okay. All right. Now we have the King of Pentacles reversed. animalistic, material, dull, corrupt, stubborn, miserly, authoritarian, and controlling. Yeah, so the King of Pentacles reversed. I mean, obviously the King of Swords upright has better traits, but the reality is when it comes to the King of Swords, he can be very controlling and authoritarian, you know, their way or the highway. Yeah, so this is a part of them that you don't like. Maybe we're just getting into their shadow part first. But yeah, they have an amazing side. But they have a side that you'd rather not see too often. Yeah. Can I get 2 more tarot for the love language of the King of Swords towards group number 4, please? And thank you. How does the King of Swords feel about this relationship? Right, we have unexpected energy, conflict, movement, and changes. The 5 of Pentacles, Aquarius energy. Yeah, Aquarius energy is always unexpected. That's for sure. So we've got selfishness, conflict, aggression, argument, fear of failure, self-sabotage, and anxiety. Sometimes the victory is not worth the price. See, he's kind of looks like he's putting his swords down, putting his swords away. So maybe you feel like you want to put your swords away. You don't want to indulge in these mind games anymore. But the person you're connecting with, he's still there with his swords out, you know? I feel like this isn't close enough. No. Is that okay? Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you feel like you're not close enough. And you're trying to explain your thoughts. Whoa. But it's all, you're falling on your face when it comes to dealing with this King of Swords, because they're the master of the mind games, manipulation. They're manipulating you into thinking you're self-sabotaging this relationship, when in actuality, they're the one who has their swords out. Maybe they're the one who is cutting ties and makes you feel like you want to cut ties also. Okay, and we have the 6 of Pentacles, pride of riches, debt, insolent from success, selfishness, unfairness, injustice, power dynamics. Yeah. See, the master of the mind, the master of will, you know, the power dynamics. He wants to be in control. He's the authoritarian figure. So he's kind of like Sergeant Major when it comes to issues of the mind and the heart. So not only are they, well, I don't know if they're telling you how they feel, but they're kind of telling you how you feel. And you don't feel like that's true or acceptable. Okay? And no, it's not. Because you're the only one, group number 4, who can tell you or anyone else how you feel. And yeah, he might be a master of the mind, but you've still got a mind of your own. You can, we can remaster our own mind. So can I get some keywords for this King of Swords here? And their love language. What's their love language? The King of Swords. Thank you. What is the King of Swords love language towards group number 4? I'll take this one. Can I get... Ooh. What? Sacred union, marriage. Okay. Can I get... Ooh. That's 2. No. I like them to answer me directly. You know, once I'm trying to master the cards and get them to do what I want. So they will behave and answer my questions, and I can control them. You know, that they do what they're told. So if I ask for 2 or 3, that's what I want. I don't want any more. I don't want any less. Or, you know, I don't mind one at a time, but I don't want everything jumping out at the same time. Yeah, they're trying to master the control over you, over your feelings. Call, hearing from the marriage, sacred union, divine connection, twin flame. Okay. Now I want 2 more, please and thank you, Spirit. all this upside down energy. I mean, they want to control you because in their mind it's because they love you, but it's also an ego thing as well. They have some unhealed work before they're fully in the divine masculine, but this is a fated connection, twin flame. So yeah, twin flames aren't always it's not always roses in the garden. They're not like Cinderella and Prince Charming. Maybe they're more like Sid and Nancy, or, you know, like these couples that didn't necessarily have the best reputation together, but still couldn't be without each other, like Kurt and Courtney, Amy and Blake. I only watched the new Amy Winehouse biopic a few days ago. And I kind of, to be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be great, but it was really, really good. And the biggest takeaway that I got from it is that everyone creative and with, you know, a song or something in their soul, you know, something to create. A lot of people need their muse, and their muse is the person that they love, someone that just continues to inspire them, even if their bad behavior is inspiring them. You know, the artwork that this person creates from their muse, no matter whether their muse is being good, bad, or indifferent, it's like a way to create, but it can also, your muse could be your downfall. Yeah. I see this King of Swords being your muse, group number 4. And I feel like in your mind, the master of your mind, you know, you want marriage. You want to hear from them. You know, this is a divine connection. This is what you want it to end up like that. When they're not with you, you're waiting for them to call. Yeah. Back of deck, we have intimacy, bonding, okay? But I still want 2 more cards. Yeah, but I do see you wanting these things. The problem is they want to be in control of the whole bloody thing. And we don't want it to end in disaster. They're your muse, you're their muse. But you still want to be each other's downfall. And I feel like that is a worry or a concern, group number 4. What if you love each other too much and you could be the making of each other or the breaking of each other? It's one or the other. There's a big difference, isn't there? I think these can be both for each other. And I think that can be a bit of a confusing energy, because twin flames can be lovers 1 minute and enemies the next. Like, it's very intense. Twin flame connections are very intense. They're not for the weak of heart or the weak of mind, and both of you are very strong-willed and strong-minded, strong-hearted. I'm sorry, apology. Yeah, it takes a strong heart to forgive. It takes a strong love to be there for each other through thick and thin. But I see you as being the yin to each other's yang, as above, so below. Yeah. These are each other's extremes and exceptions to the rule. New love, renewed hope. Right. So renewed hope falling over self-sabotage, argument, aggression, conflict. Saying sometimes the victory is not worth the price. There has been breakups here, group number 4. When it comes to twin flames, it's not just a smooth connection. Like I said, it's not Cinderella and Prince Charming. It's, you know, Sid and Nancy, Amy and Blake. It's messed up sometimes. Yeah. And I mean, twin flames, you know, they can be very animalistic. They bring out that animalistic sense in each other. You know, good in the bedroom, but also bad when you are fighting, bringing that same passion to the table, whether it's for good or bad purposes. These are very extreme with each other, but these are also the only exception to each other. Yeah, so I feel like you've put down your swords, gave up on the battle. You've viewed it as a battle for a while. Aquarius energy, that could be significant. But after giving up on this battle, see the way he's kind of, let me put this closer to the camera, because I feel like the camera isn't close enough. Yeah, I feel like you felt like lately you haven't been close enough, and you want to know why. You want to renew hope in this connection. You want to kind of your hands to connect and not be, holding the swords on your own. Two hands can carry more swords, right? But yeah, I see you, even when you's left behind this connection, still looking back to the past. And when you's look back to the past, at the battle, and whether you have defeated the battle or whether it's still an ongoing one, I do see you as both eventually putting your swords down and calling a truce. Yeah, a truce, which also is like renewed hope, new love. Now this love could be new enough, but if this is an on and off again breakup energy, like I feel it is, it can feel like new love when you get back together, because you don't want to repeat the same cycle, the same self-sabotage, the same arguments or fear of failure. So this is like renewed hope for the future. And I do see both of yous want a marriage in the future, because remember, this is coming out for their love language. These are all different ways of them wanting to show how they love you. Yeah, so I feel like whatever made you put the swords down, there was an apology which made you both pick up those swords again, go back to where you left off, but with renewed hope and maybe hopefully a little bit more understanding of each other. Yeah, and I mean, they text you and they call you. When you hear from them, that's them thinking about you. They think about this divine connection and they call you. They mightn't say, oh, hi. I was just thinking about this divine connection. How are you today, my twin flame? I don't see them being very, and I don't want to say this, right. I see them being very logical and masculine about this. They're not going to ring you and say, you're my divine connection, twin flame. You kind of have to understand these things on a deeper level to really understand what that entails. And again, as a reminder, the twin flames, it's not a Disney romance. It's very, very messy, heartbreaking, but you tear each other apart but end up back together somehow in the end, because it's a divine connection. It's meant to be. This is faith. A lot of people don't believe in fate connections, love at first sight. For you, group number 4, I feel like it was group at first sight, love at first sight. And the moment you met them, I feel like you knew you wanted to marry them. Like you knew they were the one for you, but you knew they were a bit of a sticky sort of energy. Not that they would stick to you like a leech or anything, but sticky in the sense that you knew that there was a lot to them. And I feel like you are still willingly figuring out what is this to them. Because this energy can be so hot, cold, and yeah, it changes like the weather. But the thing that remains consistent about this relationship is you both always have your swords up for each other. You would go to battle for each other. You would cross swords. Even when you cross your own swords, if any other enemies were to come up from behind, you would work together. You would put those swords to action. Maybe if you were under attack. But the thing is, you aren't. Maybe you are the ones that are actually attacking each other with your own swords. Mind games. Mind games is what's coming up here, because it's very contradicting. It's full of love, but it's also full of manipulation and mind games. And I do think twin flames are prone to toxic relationships, to mind games, and it's just up to both parties in the relationship to improve and heal together. Because if we don't improve and heal as people, I don't really see how the relationship is going to. It takes two to tango. It takes two to heal. It takes two to fix a relationship, to fix something that's broken. You work together or you walk away. One or the other. It's simple, really, but it's very, very complex, like this King of Swords here. Because thoughts, the mind can be a very complex thing. And manipulation, you know, it's it's very complex, the psychology behind it all. Why? A lot of the time it's not to be conniving or to be a bad person. The reality is, one of the first things we learn as children, as babies, is how to manipulate. So I think this person just learned that lesson a little bit too well, group number 4. So can we get a spirit animal message for number 1? Can we get a spirit animal connection now, please, for group number 4 and their twin flame connection? Do we have any advice for group number 4 here today for their relationship? Please and thank you, spirit, angels, ancestors. And may group number 4 and their connection be blessed here today. So, what pieces of animal advice do we have? Oh, groundhog spirit. Time to let go. Let go of the heart. Scarab beetle spirit. Magic works through you. Okay. I got one more. Yeah, see, this groundhog has a heart and it's to his mouth. Yeah, so I feel like you feel like this person has your heart in their mouth. They could chew you up and spit you out, but they're not. They're just doing the same thing over and over again. Groundhog Day kind of. So yeah, I feel like you constantly feel like they have your heart in their mouth. And that can be a magical feeling, but it can also be a very terrifying feeling at the same time. It's like magic. It's so interesting, but it's terrifying at the same time, because a lot of people, they don't know what they're getting into. So with this connection, group number 4, you didn't know what you were getting into. You just knew that it would be worth it, and you knew it wasn't for the weak-willed. And you certainly weren't weak-willed. You knew you could handle this King of Swords, no matter what he showed up as, you know, as long as he shows up for the connection. Snake spirit, time to heal. Okay. And the seahorse spirit, watch and wait. Yeah. So I don't think you need to have any significant or deep conversations right now. I think what you need to do to heal is to hypothetically put down those swords, and yeah, don't be stinging each other or stabbing each other with your words or your mind games. You have to heal and mature from this phase in order for this divine twin flame connection to go even deeper. You don't want it to be stuck and stagnant in the one place, a toxic place, a place where souls who aren't fully in their divine energy go. It's kind of like purgatory. You don't want to be in purgatory of this relationship. It can be heaven, it can be hell, but like, you know, right now maybe it does feel like purgatory, like Groundhog Day, and you're trying to just unleash that magic into that connection. You know how magic and beautiful it can be, but with magic, with beauty also comes a lot of fear. And, you know, it can be dangerous. Some people worry about, you know, what am I getting into? But you already know what you're into. You know, the good and the bad are just as intense and passionate as each other. But you do need to heal from the damage and the pain you have already caused each other. Those swords being out, that's a lot of wounds. You need to heal each other's wounds and not keep pouring salt into each other's wounds. And then you have to watch and wait, because this divine connection will prosper with divine timing, but not if we force it or rush it. You know, we need to get closer, but maybe it's just a slow burning connection. Yeah, slow burning, like candle magic. Maybe you have been doing a little bit of candle magic to try to strengthen this bond, or, you know, to tie the cords. But there's also cord cutting. So yeah, I mean, it can go either way. But yeah, I don't see you ready to give up on this divine magical union. you do have a renewed hope. But I also think that it can feel very samey, and you do feel like ultimately you've given them the power over your heart, because they could chew it up and spit it out if they wanted to. You know, and when your heart is in your mouth, you're worried, you don't know what's going to be said next. It's unexpected and, you know, exciting and intense. You don't know whether they're going to steal your heart or eat your heart. So yeah, I do feel like this connection is something that you don't come across every day. It's a lot. It's a lot, group number 4. But not for the faint of heart, not for the weak-minded, the weak-hearted. And you and this twin flame of yours, yous have been through many, many battles. Yous have suffered many wounds. Like I said, yous need to just come together and focus on healing these wounds together instead of pouring salt in each other's wounds. Be each other's friend, not each other's enemy. You know, your swords are for the same side, this relationship. So why are you using your wits and your will against each other? Why are you playing mind games against each other when you can just enjoy spending time and playing games together in a non-manipulative way? Wouldn't that be nice if we were more logical? When it comes to love, I've found it's not very logical. This jumped out missing, thinking of you. So if you're not with them or around them right now, they are missing you, okay? Can I just get 2 more, please, Spirit, for group number 4 and their connection? Any keywords or advice as to how they can battle together as a team instead of against each other? What is the solution or the ending of this relationship? It's one for the history books, not for the faint of heart. 2 more. Okay, let's reveal. Okay. We have freedom, surrender. Okay. And we have music, inspiration. Yeah. I feel like when you miss them, when they're not with you, you miss them so much, but you want to channel that energy. You have a song, you both have a song, or numerous songs that when you hear it, you think of each other. Maybe you already have your wedding song picked out, and maybe every time you hear that song, whether you are together or apart, it's something that reminds you that you are meant to be back together. You are each other's twin flame. Yeah. See, the thing is with the I'm sorry, time to let go and freedom. The thing is this relationship could go either way, because this is a very independent king. You know, he does not need anyone. You don't need anyone either, because you're in your healing phase, you know. But the thing is, you either let go and surrender this toxicity that comes with this twin flame connection. I can't tell you enough. I've never even fully looked into twin flames, but from what I know about them is it's not all happiness, it's not all roses and sunshine. Twin flame relationships can be very toxic, but it's a love like no other. But is it good for you? I don't know. I can't answer that question, because the intensity, as good as it can be, it can also be very heartbreaking, very hurtful. And you know, it can give life, but it can take life. It can make you or it can break you. And I feel like ideally you would make each other, build each other up instead of breaking each other down. But with how unbalanced this energy can be sometimes, you know, when you are separated, there's an imbalance, you know, and it gets silly. You reject each other. Yeah. Folly. Like, it's silly. There's no need for it. Twin flames don't need to fight. But yeah, I see you kind of still wanting to be independent from this because you know it could go either way. You know it's toxic, but you love them. You're hoping that, you know, it will improve. Maybe when you both mature or this relationship matures a bit, you're hoping it will lead to things like marriage, like these sacred unions. You do want it with them. When they call you, you answer. Or if you don't answer, you're playing hard to get. Like, you love them. You are into them. But you also know you can't give your all to them. Because if you give your all to someone, you have nothing. The thing is, you have already given this person your heart. I was like, where's the groundhog's? It's here in my hand. See, in your hand, like your heart is in their hand. And in their hands, they can put it to their mouth. They can chew you up, spit you out, and, you know, tell you it's all your fault. Or with your heart in their hands, they could be gentle. They could nurture your heart. They could heal your heart. So yeah, I feel like you have done both to each other. You have hurt and healed each other's heart. The snake spirit, time to heal. I feel like you do want a healing phase in this relationship, but there is also some sort of pushback and fight because you want to be independent parties. Because twin flames, yeah, you take them as a team, but it's not so, it's not like the fact that you can't have one without the other. We need our freedom in our relationships. We don't want them to be involved in every part of us. They have the main part of you, your heart, and your heart can inspire them to write music, poetry, or when they listen to music, you're the one on their mind when they're relating to something. When they're missing someone, there's a certain song that makes them miss you. And I do feel like at some point yous will agree. Even though you seem to disagree a lot, I do see yous agreeing on what song should be our marriage song. So at least that's one thing yous can agree on. Two things, because yous can agree that yous are twin flames. And I'm in agreement with that too, definitely. But yeah, it's kind of, it's like an edgy sort of energy. Will they? Won't they? Are they going to get married? Are they going to break up? What's going to happen here? It's all on the table. It's all up to you. But no one or nothing inspires you or inspires them the way you inspire each other. Yeah. And as long as you can keep renewing the hope, even when hope feels like it's gone, it returns. Seahorse spirit, watch and wait. Yeah, there's like no set solution. You just have to watch, wait, and I suppose it depends on their behavior. It depends on yours. And as long as you aren't hurting each other in ways that there's no coming back from, despite what happens, you are both independent. You are both amazing beings, separately or together. But a divine connection, a twin flame, doesn't come around every lifetime for everyone. So ultimately, you are very lucky to have found each other. So when it gets hard, just remind each other and yourselves that you are lucky. Lucky to have each other, and not, it's a blessing and not a curse, even though it can feel like both sometimes. So thank you very much, group number 4. I hope this helped you in any way possible. And I would thank you. I really appreciate you sharing your energy here with me today. And I would appreciate it if you liked, shared, subscribed. And if you have any suggestions whatsoever for pick a card readings or any kind of readings, please just let me know down below and I will manifest that for you. And by the way, if you've watched up until this point, once I get to 100 subscribers, I am going to give all of my subscribers a free reading. You know, you can ask me any question. I will keep on asking my cards until we get the answer that you need. I do want to start some sort of interaction because these are interactive videos. But I feel like there's so many other ways we can interact, so many other ways we can get closer like this. Yeah, look, this is the way it was supposed to be. It might have been a bit too far away, but at least you've seen everything. Yeah, I feel like you, group number 4, this relationship just needed a different perspective. To look, you know, a bird's eye view, to just go back and just look at it, see everything on the table. And I see you and your person putting all your cards on the table, and even if you agree to disagree, the reality is are twin flames. There's nothing you can do about that. And you both carry each other's hearts in your hands and in your mouths. And instead of being mean or having arguments with your mouths, maybe you can find some other things to do instead. So maybe singing a song or singing a bit of opera, if you know what I mean. So enjoy every minute, group number 4, and thank you so much again for sharing your energy with me. God bless you. Goodbye, and have a blessed day too. Bye. See you soon.